Hello, good evening, friends and family and supporters and interested folk interested in missions. I'm here tonight in my living room. Just wanted to share with you a little bit about what's been going on with us. As you can see, there's a motor in front of me in pieces. That's what I've been doing. I don't know what you guys been up to, but sweating here in the jungle tonight as we're tearing apart the motor and trying to fix it. An interesting story. Last week we were upriver. We were traveling. We went to a village and we were able to bless this village with water filters. We did, for 38 families, we did water filter plus 2 more for the school. 40 water filters in a village, and spent a couple more days with them doing some children's ministry, hanging out with the children and the people of the village. And then we were on our way back last Tuesday, and we're heading back down the river. And as most of you know, we got a boat that we had custom built, 21 foot aluminum boat with a roof on it. The roof keeps the rain off and the sun off, and we got a 40 horse outboard motor that we run it with. Custom built custom designed to run in shallow water. We've got a tunnel hull, and the outboard motor is elevated so it doesn't run as low as a typical outboard. It's a few customizations that we run to it. And we run up and down the rivers all the time. And this is the lower unit. And what happened last week is we were driving on the river, and as you can see, for those of you who don't know, the prop runs right about here as you're going down the river. And this is the forward direction, so you're going down the river like this. And what happens is this super hard protector here protects the prop from any damage. And so what we do is we leave the boat and the motor actually kind of unlocked, and so it can actually tilt freely. And as we go down the river, we hit tree stumps and logs all the time with the front of this guy. This thing's really hard, and it just, when it hits, it just pops up like this, and sometimes all the way up out of the water and comes back down to rest. And you keep going. And so actually hitting the prop is pretty rare, because most of the time you hit a log. And what just so happened last week, we were driving on the river, and it had to have been perfect. It had to have been the perfect storm. We were going down the river, and the log that came by must have got just the point of it just right, because it missed the protector, and it must have been just the edge of it. It missed the protector, hit the prop just perfect. So the engine's going full speed, the prop comes to a stop, and there's all kinds of gears inside, and something's got to give, so the gear's just shredded. The pinion gear, to be exact. We shredded it. I knew right away something was wrong, because the boat wouldn't move, and we were upriver without a paddle. And we started floating down the river, kind of bounced off the bank a few times and trying to make our way down, and finally got to shore and took the prop and the bottom end apart, and found out that we've got a broken gear, and hopefully you can see that okay right there. The chunk missing out of that pinion gear. And we had a boat with, the boat was full of cargo and 10 people in it. And there we were, 3 hours from Yurimaguas, trying to figure out, now what do you do? No motor? Even though we're 3 hours from Yurimaguas by motor, it's actually about a 2-day float. The river doesn't move that extremely fast, so it would take 2 days to float. So we talked about our options. We could float, can't, spend a night. But the Lord blessed us. A boat came by that had a motor, and the guy offered to, we paid him a little bit to take us, tow us down the river. So he tied on our big boat to the back of his little boat with a little 13-horse Peki motor, and pulled us another 3 hours downriver to another village, a nearby village. We didn't make it all the way to Yurimaguas. We made it to a village that had a road access, thank goodness, to Yurimaguas, and we were able to unload everything and put it all in a pickup truck and come on into town in a pickup truck. We left the boat out there, and the next day I had to get up and go find a motor. I found a different motor, went out there and put that on, brought that back down. So praise the Lord, the boat's back in town, all our stuff's back in town, but the motor is lacking a little bit. Did find this, another blessing, is I found one, an extra pinion. Gear here in town, it costs $50 for that little guy. And that sounds expensive. I thought it was expensive until I looked it up online. It's like $70 online in the US, so to get it for 50 here in Unimagua, so I'm tickled about, I'm happy about. Now I just have the challenge of putting this thing back together tonight. I've already been fighting it a couple hours, and it's really difficult, but yeah. So this is what we're doing. You know, life is a missionary, tearing apart your motor in your living room and sweating. But just wanted to share that with you guys. This is what we're up to tonight. God bless.